Hi guys, I'm Jessica and welcome to my very first YouTube video. If you want to see how I got this look and see more of winter, subscribe down below and continue watching. Thanks! But it is going to be kind of a makeup tutorial, get ready with me. I do have my eyebrows on. I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ash Brown just because my eyebrows hair is super dark, so this matches really well. I use the Morphe M165, so it has a very thin bristles at the end so it can get in and make really nice brow hairs. I am going to prep my face a little bit. I have this new e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer and then also the illuminating face primer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the illuminating kind of around and then the poreless primer in my T-zone where I have pores showing. So I have used this e.l.f. Illuminating face primer once. It has glitter in it, but you can't really see it after you put your foundation on. I didn't find any breaking or anything like that. I did already hydrate my face earlier today, and it is a little warm outside, so it's getting a little greasy. So I didn't want to super hydrate my face. I do tend to have oilier skin, and definitely one pump of that is good enough. Like, it definitely does the whole face, and that doesn't fill in pores or anything like that. So I'm gonna go in with this poreless primer. This is the very first time I've used this. I'm gonna use half a pump. I normally go in with the Tarte primer. It's the Timeless Smoothing primer. I really enjoy this one, but I'm gonna give e.l.f. a shot. Ooh, that actually does pretty. It smells pretty good. It has a lemony scent, so if you're really not into scents, then I wouldn't go with this one. There's others that don't have as much scent, but this actually is doing a pretty good job. I've really wanted to try the e.l.f. Putty Primer that they have that supposedly is like a Tatcha dupe, but I can't get my hands on it. There we go. This is feeling a little greasy, so we'll see how it dries down. Not tacky, just greasy, really. But we'll go ahead and go in with some foundation. I use the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a foundation. This is the shade 205 medium. It's going to be a neutral. It is a little too yellow for me, but we'll work with it for today. Since it is a little too yellowy for me, I do bring it all the way down just so it all matches. Buff this out. And so that illuminating primer is actually making my skin very glowy underneath, which hopefully won't be a problem with my oily skin. Go. All done with that. Now I'm going to go in with concealer. I am going to be using a new concealer. It's the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Light Peach. I do have some peach undertones, so I feel like this will be a really good shade match, hopefully. I do normally use the Tarte Shape Tape. Pretty much everyone in the world has used this. So we're going to go in. This is my very first time using it. I did get it today. That is super full coverage. Holy crap. So that's only one swipe. I've been able to do both sides, and it is canceling out all my sins. blend it out. And I am going to bring this up on my eyelid to use as my eyeshadow base. I don't normally use eyeshadow primers just because I find my foundation and usually my concealer do a pretty good job to where I don't have to worry about that. I don't really have a problem using eyeshadows and have them creasing through the day. So if you do have that issue, I definitely would consider doing an actual eyeshadow primer, but I tend to be doing okay. I am going to set this. I don't know how creaseless this is, so I'm going to set it really quickly and then we'll go onto my eyes. For setting, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier. I tend to use this more in the summertime. Go ahead and do this. I am not actually going to bake my face today. Just because I do want to be a little bit dewy, just since it's summertime. I like that glow. But this will definitely help with keeping all the oil controlled. I'm going to go in. I do like this Jeffree Star brush. It is the JS1. And this tends to do a pretty good job with powder. Distribute it evenly. Tap some of the excess off. Go right on in. I do use my under eyes first and then go everywhere else. And that concealer blended beautifully and still canceled out all my under eye bags. Making sure everything's set and sits down nicely. Did grab a little bit, that might have been me. A little too heavy-handed on my brush. Just want to make sure everything's blended out nicely and nothing's grabbing. I don't usually have a problem with Laura Mercier grabbing, but I did put a little bit of concealer on my nose for a little highlight, so I don't know if that was what's moving it around. Or it could be the primer. That's one thing about trying multiple products at the same time. You don't know if it's the primer, if it's the concealer, because they're both going on the same area. I am gonna spray my face a little bit just so it doesn't get so cakey. I never want a super cakey face. This is new. I got the Anastasia Dewy Set. It has a nice pump applicator, but I am gonna put my face. And it does smell exactly like coconut, and it smells so good. And this does not dry matte, but I definitely, some days need a dewy setting spray, then other days I need a matte setting spray. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to my eyes. We're gonna do a little summery look. I'm gonna go in with this ColourPop Yes Please palette. I definitely like it. I like redder shades. I know that's more fall, but redder and oranger shades just because of it makes my eyes a little bit greener than they actually are. I have hazily eyes, but we're gonna go in. I'm gonna first go in with this transition shade Champs right here, and we're gonna put that all over the crease. And this is just a little, it goes on a little corally, which is super nice. I'm going to bring it up and kind of on the top of my crease. Not super in it, but top windshield wiper motions. And I'm using the Morphe 505. And I really like this brush. This is probably my favorite. I can do a whole eye look with this. go. And then I'm going to go into Big Cocktails right here, and I'm going to go a little bit further down into the crease and not bring it up so much. And I'm just getting it right on the tip of my brush. Tap that off just so we can, it's easier to build up product than to put too much on at one time. And this formula is a little powdery, so if you're not tapping the excess off, you're definitely going to have a lot of fallout. But it is super, super pigmented, so I definitely enjoy it. Here. Then now I'm going to go in with my Morphe 431. It has a little bit more of a pointed end, and I'm going to go to G&O. Right in here, Girls Night Out. And I'm going to put that even further into the crease to darken that crease up. And I'm going to take the Morphe 505 again and blend that out really nicely. We don't want any harsh lines. And I'm going to go back in to Girls Night Out with the 505. And I haven't cleaned this brush off, so it's kind of super nice. Mixes in all the colors and kind of go into this corner area with that Girls Night Out. Darken up the edge. In this lower edge, I am probably going to blow out the color a little bit underneath my eyes just to make it all cohesive. Don't want it to get too crazy. I am going to go back into Champs, which is this lighter coral color right here, and go back over underneath my brow bone and just blend and blend and blend. I'm going to darken this up a little bit more, and I'm going to go in with French Kiss, which is going to be this last one in the corner. I'm going to be very, very gentle with that. And tap off. Go back in. Just the corner. Darken that edge up a little bit. Again. Just get hitting that right in there. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with Spoiled, which is going to be this red pinky shade right here. And I'm going to go in with just a little flat, large eyeshadow brush from Sonia Cash here. And I'm just going to tap that right in the middle. Tap that everywhere. Go. Same to the other side. Tapping that everywhere, and then we'll go on with some shimmer. So I'm gonna go in with Louis and probably some Butter Cake. They're right next to each other. This is Louis and Butter Cake. I find the easiest way to apply shimmers is just with my finger. I think they apply a lot better than with a brush. So we're gonna go in with Louis. Super easy, just like that. And go right in the middle. Then I'm going to go take Butter Cake, so this lighter color, and I'm going to do my inner corner. Lighten that up a little bit. and I took it all the way in and then kind of up, and we'll blend that together in a minute, but I definitely want to get my inner corner really well. Lighten that up a little bit. Go crazy on that one. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in, same brush. I can do a whole eye look with this one brush, is with the M505, and kind of blend that right together so it's not looking so crazy. Right now. And I might take it up, the butter cake, the lighter color, up a little bit. Kind of do a nice fiery look. With this, I'm just taking the butter cake on the very, very tip of the brush and going up into the crease to blend that color out really nicely. And then I'm going to go underneath my lash line, and with that I'm going to go in with this smudging brush from Sonia Cash. Sonia Cash you can find at Target. It is a little bit more expensive than Morphe, so I still go ahead and usually use Morphe, but I'm going to take this Girls Night Out on the smudging brush, just smudge it under my lower lash line. Go. And that's actually all the eye look I'm going to use, and that is all with this Yes Please palette from ColourPop. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on some mascara. I use the Benefit Roller Lash from Benefit Cosmetics. I do really like this because the bristles are really fine and they're more rubbery than they are like the big hairy, and I think the hairy ones, and they get in between my eyelashes a lot better. Lower lash line. And that eye look is complete. I am gonna go in with my beauty sponge, and this is from e.l.f. I forgot to say, and it can be used on wet or dry products. But I am gonna take a little bit of my translucent powder from Laura Mercier and just clean up this bottom edge a little bit, just so it's not going everywhere. I have a nice line. And then we're gonna go ahead and start warming up my face, since I am looking a little washed out. So I am gonna go in first with my Marc Jacobs Tantastic Omega Bronzer. I'm gonna go in with my Jeffree Star Morphe collab, and it is the JS2. I find this fluffy brush really nice and gets in there. This is, sorry about the broken mirror. But this is the color. It smells just like summertime. It is a little bit higher end than most of my products I have, but I definitely like the color it uses and the application. It's definitely very buildable. Then I am going to go in with another bronzer as well. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, Holy Grail. It smells awesome, and it is super, super pigmented, so that's why I use it after my Marc Jacobs one. And this has more of a sheen. The Marc Jacobs is definitely more matte, so I like to use this one on top. This has the Marc Jacobs was more of a cool tone, and this is more of a warm tone, so I like to use both of them in combination with each other. And then back down the neck. Go. And then I'm going to go in with my JS3. This is just a little contour brush, and I'm going to stamp my nose and do a little bit of a contour there. And we'll blend that out the sides. And then we're going to go in with some blush. I'm going to use the Milani blush. This is the Romantic Rose powder blush. And this one is definitely more of a matte mauve color. I'm into the mauve colors right now, so this one's awesome. I'm using just a little e.l.f. kabuki brush. I find that it applies the blush really well. It picks it up really nicely. You don't need all that because it is pigmented. So on the apples of my cheeks, I'm going to go right above my bronzer and contour. Just give my face a little bit of color. Go. And once this is has no more product on it, I definitely like to buff the face out one more time. I'm going to go back in with some more setting spray. Get that dewiness back. I just definitely like layering with setting spray. I find that it makes your face look a lot less cakey and lays down each step a little bit better. Get rid of my baby hairs. Okay. We're going to go back in with the Anastasia setting spray. Let that dry down. I'm not going to let it dry down all the way because I am going to go in with some highlighter, and I find highlighter sits a little bit better on the skin when it is a little bit wet. I'm going to go in with this Hyper Real Glow from MAC. This is actually from TJ Maxx. I was shopping there today for some shampoo and conditioner. I find my really nice brands there a little bit cheaper. So we have Flash and Oil, Rosy Gold, and Light of the Party. So Light of the Party, definitely I will start using more after I get back from the beach, just because I'm not this color right now. But I think I'm probably going to go in with the Rosy Glow. I'm going to take my MAC my Morphe highlighting brush, the 510. I'm going to go in, and I am a little heavy-handed with my highlighters, just because the more the better. And oh my gosh. Holy crap. And that is a highlight. Holy shit. This is one of the best highlighters I think I've ever put on. I don't actually own anything from MAC besides the setting spray. So like, my god, this is amazing. But they glide so well, and they're not powdered, they don't come off at all. So I was using this middle one, and there's like nothing around it. So this is really nice. I'm actually glad I got this. It was, I think, $20 from TJ Maxx. I don't actually know how much this would be normally, but this is pretty awesome. I am going to prep my lips a little bit first before we go in with the last step. So I'm going in with the Buxom Pillow Pout. It's a cream plumping lip powder, and this is Seduce Me, so it is a little bit darker. So probably like Girls Night Out. Oh, let's see. I'm not sure how you get extra color on, but I definitely like this color. shake it. Oh no, that's weird. Okay, so the product's actually in the cap, which is very strange. So if you need more product, you just push it into the cap and it gets more product out for you. That is so strange. But I really like it. Ooh, I really like this. I definitely will be going back to Ulta and getting other colors. I only got this one because I was needing more of a dark. This is so good. We'll see if it's transfer proof. Go. Oh my god, that was awesome. Let's let it dry down a little bit. So I am gonna let it dry down and then let me spray my face and we'll do final thoughts. Go. Okay. So here is the final look. I'm actually really happy for what I got today. I'm definitely liking the Doing Setting Spray. I am going to have to definitely wear it all day and see how it looks for the rest of the evening. But I'm definitely liking my eyeshadow and this pillow pout. It's awesome. I actually really enjoy it. And I think I will be getting a lot more from Buxom. I definitely like how it's a little bit lighter on the inside. I'm probably sure I could get it a little bit darker. Oh yeah. Definitely like this look. I think it all matches really well. Thank you for watching, and we'll definitely see you in the next video. And thumbs up if you really liked this video. Thank you for all of my friends and family that have subscribed just to see my very first one. And we'll see you in the next one.